viewers, and welcome back to The Shadows Are Watching. This video is Sans' route. So once again, goal 10 likes. You want another episode? We hit that goal, and on top of that, I still cannot hear very well out of my ear. But it's definitely a huge improvement compared to yesterday, where I really couldn't hear anything. Oh well. That being said, warnings were in the first episode if you haven't watched that episode. Long story short, we're trying to find a sister, Mia. She went to work, she stayed overnight, she was supposed to come home, she didn't. And when I went to go and check up on her, it turns out she's not the only one that went to walk about. Apparently every single other freaking person in the building is gone, including our man of the hour, our romancy skeleton, Sans. We bumped into possibly Sans, or at least something using Sans' voice. Either way, we decided to recreate an experiment. We jumped into a mirror of shadows, and things hit the fan. And somehow this all comes back to a story about a witch who, earlier on, we discovered a book in our home. Our sister was reading it. It was a grim tale about a monster falls in love with a human, they get together, they have kids. All of a sudden, a lord just waltzes in one day, finds the woman attractive, decides to take her in a family way, tells her to marry him or be with him. She says no, he kills the kids. She says no again, he kills the husband. She says no a third time to him because apparently 3 times he still doesn't get it, so he decides to incinerate her. Isn't that lovely? More of the story is, what should you decide to put to the fire, because they will unleash a curse upon the land. Everyone who betrayed her, because literally the village give them up, saying where the woman was, to save their own skins, they literally got turned to stone, and apparently they then became shadows. And somehow this is something to do with a magic mirror, the same mirror that the Lord got sealed in. At least that's what I'm led to believe at this point. I feel like this is the same mirror from the story. The one that the Lord got trapped in that was filled with nightmares. So, that being said, when last we left off, I ended up in the mirror. I heard Sans' voice. I'm still not 100% sure it is Sans. It could be Sans, but it could also be something else. Either way, when last we left, my soul appeared. My soul is green, which I think is either wisdom or kindness. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's wisdom. So, shall we just continue on the adventure and see what happens next? Remember, 10 likes, otherwise no more episodes. Alright? Just so I know you guys are interested and want to see it. So, as moment that the goal is hit, you get more of that loveliness. Okay, off we go! Alright, is that my soul? Yes it is, but why is our soul out? Normally souls only trigger when there's an encounter, right? But I was saw at no point during interactions with the real Sans ever came out because you never was being hostile. Why is my soul out? You instinctively know it's you. Although you've never seen your soul before, it's not something an average human can see. It's something taught about in history books, and if you trained at one of the Mage's Towers, they'll discuss it more there, but for a simple astrophysical student, the only way a non-magical trained human could summon their soul is through an encounter. With the assistance of a monster or mage, the soul has to be purposefully summoned. The fact that you can see your soul means you're in an encounter, but with what? And what was that voice that sounded an awful lot like... Was it really him? It could technically be him. If we all remember the story, apparently the curse was supposed to turn people into the shadow, the wrath, the malice itself. It was converting all the villagers into the shadows. So, in a way, it could technically be him, but at the same time, it could technically be whatever's here, the entity, using his voice, but he could technically using sounds like a puppet. You need more information. You squint your eyes and scrunch up as you stir in your settings. It's a naturally dark, but the red fog produces a faint light that makes it bearable. The fog is thick enough that you cannot see more than a classroom's width ahead of you, and the darkness makes that doubly difficult. You roll over to your knees and feel around for your phone, messenger, bag, or anything. There, You find your phone. The screen is dark. You tap on it. Nothing. You press and hold the button. Nothing. What the biscuits? Oh, wait. You remember the note on the prototype created by Dr. Sand and Dr. Alphys. Dr. Sand said the prototype was based on an EMP. You used the prototype. It stands to reason that any piece of electronics within radius would no longer work. Ah, well, shit. Your poor phone was fried by an EMP pulse. You won't be able to use it as a source for light. Great, I'm not going to be able to phone my sister anymore. Wait, you have a battery-powered flashlight, don't you? You begin to search for the area for it. Ah, so that's why I needed the flashlight. I thought it was because, just in case my phone does die, not that I literally was going to break my phone. You feel around till you grasp the metallic handle of the flashlight. You grin once you found it and flip the switch. Bright light beams through the fog, parting instantly. Red and black smog, fog, gas. It disperses wherever you shine the flashlight. With the flashlight, you can see double the length with clear clarity. There is an extreme reaction to light. The flashlight is non-magical. This is purely a reaction to light itself. Your pink eyes move down to your mint green soul. The shadows weren't around you in the first place. Was your soul light enough to keep them at bay? A bare minimum, you think to yourself. You don't think your soul light is dim, but the flashlight proves to be the clear winner. Why is that? You're in an encounter, and that's clearly magic at work here. You would presume your soul would hold more power in this environment than a non-magical flashlight. You think back to the voice. An essence carrot is a target against souls. You aren't a mage, and you haven't officially studied magic, so your knowledge here comes from accumulation of offhanded comments by your monster classmates, elementary education, and, TV shows. Encounters are unique scenarios generated by magic to pull two or more souls into a field of magic. This field and scenario can change drastically as the type of magic uses. Boss monsters or archmages are able to change the environment to better suit them. You glance around you. You don't think you're in an environment you've seen before. You haven't heard of encounters pulling people into separate dimensions, but well, that would require a lot of power. Who would survive that? You almost wish you'd taken a class on magic studies. You might have had an easier time understanding the situation if you had. A whole other dimension, huh? How would that even work? You can't begin to guess the physics and power needed to create this place. Or malice. Unless it's not a different dimension, but rather one that has been sealed? There was a brief point in time when mages sealed monsters. Yeah, but this was a freaking pissed off freaking witch who literally got her children and her husband killed because some man wouldn't understand, her saying no. Wait, is the shadow the Lord? Is that what I'm dealing with? Anyway, they weren't sealed for long. When the tower received an archmage, the archmage promptly unsealed the monsters, but they were isolated for a solid 50 years. In that time span, the area they were sealed in underwent rapid development and mutation due to the raw volume of magic that was constantly battered against the barrier. It resulted in a one-of-a-kind environment that's still being jointly studied by the nations to this day. You remember hearing about a proposed plan by a group of powerful monsters mages wanting to try to replicate it on the moon. It broke news when King Asgore of Delta and Queen Le of Thing gave their approval for the joint mission. Okay. You can vividly recall how Mia bemoaned her lack of magic because she would have volunteered otherwise. You can't imagine why you would purposely isolate yourself for decades, regressing. You find it more believable if you were transported to a sealed area rather than an entirely different dimension. Depending on which scenario will drastically change how you get home. If you're sealed, you cannot leave without destroying the barrier. If you're in a separate dimension, you only need to find a doorway. Well, in that case, we'll just go looking for a door. Sounds better. The flashlight clears away a path forward. The fog that previously clung to the area shies away from the light. You see a cracked stone pathway. There's only one way forward, so you walk along the path and you swoop your flashlight. Field of view, left and right, and see tall, twisted, and natural trees on either side. They look long since dead, and the way they curve into each other is eerie. It stays silent for several minutes as you walk. Oh, God. Then you start to hear whispers. That's not at all concerning. Faint undescribable, unsettling. Through the corner of the eye, you see pinpricks of light eyes. You swing your flashlight towards the eyes and the shadows instantly vanish, leaving only dead trees. You continue to walk forward, and ease as the situation, a sensation of being watched continues. Really? Is it really necessary for you all to watch me? Go away. You pause for a brief moment and hear an echo of footsteps behind you. You stop a split second after you do. You resume walking, and now you hear it between your steps. A second pair of footsteps. Your grip tightens on the flashlight. Keep the same pace. Don't panic. It's not like it's freaking running at me. It made no effort to catch up to you. Unsettling, anxious, and discomforting. It is not an immediate threat to you, or at least not enough to warrant you sprinting. You glance under the flashlight. Since everything moves away from the flashlight, if you turn back with it, the thing might go. Alternatively, you could keep walking forward and not risk drawing its ear, or you could look back without the light to see it for what it is. YOLO! Let's look at whatever is behind us. You turn back to look. Even squinting, it's hard to make it out. A type of humanoid creature with long limbs, fuzzy white eyes, and a cracked white mouth. It stares at you, and you stare at it. As you keep walking, it matches pace, like a shadow. It doesn't strike you as something very dangerous. You would have thought it was a type of monster if not for an undefined outline. It has a mouth. Can it speak? Oh, well, guess try talking to it. Ask what its problem is. Hello, you say? The being does not respond. Can you understand me? You ask. The being does not react. Oh, is it like a residual memory? You turn back to the road and continue forward. The path splits left, right, and down the middle. You decide to keep going forward, wanting to stick to the main road. Minutes drag as you continue. You see something in the distance. The path goes up, and at the top of the hill, you are rewarded with complete silence. The whispers have faded into a blissful quiet. With your flashlight, you can clearly see buildings at the bottom of the hill. Old buildings. Thatched roofs, old buildings. The type of things you see in the medieval movies or the Renaissance fairs. Shadows lurk and swirl around the corners, but everywhere you touch with the light, they shy away. Eyes peer from behind the windows. Spindly creatures have in the corner of your eye. Oh, they're scared too. These must be the villagers from the story. You remain composed and move down the path, and you enter the village. Oh my god, it is! It's the freaking village from the storybook. That's what that is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where is this going? It's in disarray. Stone buildings with cracks in the foundations and walls line the cobblestone path. There are potholes and splinters in the worn cobblestone. The thatched roofs have gaping holes in several buildings you see. Age has not been kind to this village. One storm would be enough to collapse everything, yet somehow it all still stands, as if against its own will. There are statues of humans and monsters scattered around, some on the ground, some standing around. Their expressions are elongated, warped, and plainly carved with horror in mind. All their heads are turned to the south. You keep the flashlight moving around, constantly chasing away the twitching shadows that try to near you. You hope the battery will last. One of the statues on the ground looks familiar. You move it closer and you focus your flashlight on it. It's Dr. Bratty! Oh! In the story, the villagers turned to stone. Oh no! Is everyone stone now? Oh shit. Oh dang! You keep the light fixed on her as you examine her more closely. Unlike most of the statue, Dr. Bratty's expression is that of peace, as if the statue was carved as she fell asleep. Then you hear something crack. Where your light shines on the statue of Dr. Bratty, the stone begins to shiver. Little by little, tremble by tremble, the stone breaks off into dust. You watch transfixed as the stone completely falls off Dr. Bratty, and the monster gasps for air. Oh my god, did I just let her out? Her wide yellow reptilian eyes look around in a daze as she slowly sits up, and she coughs up stone dust and then notices you. Twinkle, what happened? You don't have a moment to respond when she turns into smoke and disappears into the air. What just happened? What the biscuits? You well established the light repels whatever magic causes. Can light undo magic or curses or whatever? You glance around and see many more of the shadowed entities looming and gathering around you. They keep the distance. Hi, you say uneasily to them. They do not respond. They do not respond. Those shadows attacked you in the lab, but not here. Out of fear of the light, or perhaps your pink gaze moves to the other statues. You shine your light. One of them, keeping it on their face. It takes much longer to react than Dr. Bratty's statue had, but sure enough you see it start to crack and it shakes. You watch the entities from the shadows, and they watch the light in the statue as if transfixed. When the statue breaks, an elderly woman collapses to the ground. She coughs stone dust and looks up at you. Her wrinkled face creases into a smile as she breathes out. Okay. What? She fades into smoke like Dr. Bratty had. You don't recognize the language or the word, but her tone was kind, gracious. You turn your head to look at the shadowy figures, who continue to stand back and watch. They make no move to attack. Are these your people? You ask them. They don't respond. But you think you're onto something. Oh my god, the light is like freeing them from the stone. But where am I sending them? Are they okay? Do I need to worry? I'm really sending them to their doom. Are they alright? I don't know if they're alright. As you continue to walk through the village, you focus your flashlights on the statues. The shadowy creatures continue to amass on the edge, but none of them make a move to stop you, fight you, or even intimidate you. This place clearly has foul magic afoot. Legend does it. Where the people saved go, you don't know. If there's a whole new world, they might already be back home. You hope so, at least. When the path arrives to the south, where all the faces were turned, you go there. You see the main path which leads east, but your instincts guide you to the south. It's quieter than a coffin 6 feet under as you continue walking. Eventually, the path leads up cracked stone steps that wind up a hill. You climb them, and the figures climb behind you. You step over rotted roots from dead trees that line the path, and you sweep away at the foggy smoke that blocks your vision. At the top, you reach a lighthouse. It is tall white stone walls, standing firm against the darkness. A massive moulded wooden door is built inside of it. You try to open it, and it doesn't budge. You glance back at the shadowy people, and you motion to the door, and you step aside. The shadows surge forward like a swarm of locusts. Huh? Okay, they're helping me. They press into the door, completely ignoring you. You hear the door creak under their combined weight as a dozen of shadowy figures emerge into one amalgamation with many eyes, many mouths, and many limbs. The door abruptly gives way, and they flow into the lighthouse and disperse. You enter the lighthouse and begin to ascend the spiral staircase. Its rails are covered in a thin layer of dust. At the top of the lighthouse, you see an old-style mechanism used to shine a light out. There are mirrors purposely and unexpectedly placed at many different angles. So all that needed is a light source as strong as a candle. You look at your flashlight. It will fit. Surrender your light. Sure, yeah, let's surrender it. You place your flashlight in the chamber, and the light bounces off the mirrors, and suddenly you are blinded. You raise your arms to shield your eyes as you plunge away. The brilliant white light completely obscures your vision for several seconds until it fades away to something warm. It is not silent anymore. You glance out the window of a lighthouse and see a forest. A living forest. Oh my god, we saved the people in the freaking thingamabobber. Yay! Where's Sans, though? And we're not done yet. We still got, like, quite some time to go, right? I need to also check how far the recording has gone. Hold on. Right. A living forest. Ooh. No dead trees or strange red fog in sight. You look down, you see every statue fade away to dust. While shadows remain, look up at you with smiles on their faces, and they're gone once the light touches them. Oh, we saved everyone! Kind of. I thought we dusted everyone. You be the judge of that. I'm not sure whether or not we killed them all, or maybe we saved them. Then again, those guys have been sealed away for, like, who knows how long. Their bodies are probably long since gone. Hopefully they're fine. Cured. Oh, yes, I did cure them! Huzzah! Who said I couldn't be a freaking... See, I can save people with the mighty power of a torch, but now I don't have the flashlight, do I? I don't have it. I gave it to the freaking lighthouse. Now what am I going to do? What if I run into more of them? You climb down the lighthouse, listening to the birds chirping very freaking loudly in the breeze. The gentle sun warms your skin, and you walk along the cobblestone path, glancing around as you do. Everything is at peace here, except for those wretched birds that may need to possibly be strangled. Why are you so loud? You follow the main road.
Really know how to outshine them all, huh?
Okay, question. Sans, is that really you? Or is that the shadows talking, using your voice? Is this really, really you? If it is, why aren't you like where I can see you? Come here. You jump at the sound of Dr. Sans' voice. You look around, but you do not see him in sight. Yeah, seriously, why can't I see him? The voice sounded like it came from the right. If you keep to the main path, however, you'll continue forward without issue. No. Go find him. Where is he? You go to the right. Is it really him? Your brow creases. Your right knee buckles as if all the strength has been taken from it. It's an instantaneous reaction that you're helpless to. You try to brace yourself for the fall, but an arm loosely wraps around your waist, strangely familiar. Sans?
Take it easy, Firefly.
Why do you keep wanting me to, like, sleep and take it easy? If I succumb to whatever is in here, I'm going to end up like the rest of you. Dr. Sans' voice is as soft as cotton as he murmurs in your ear. You fall further and further into the darkness, your body weightless as it falls into his. Is it him? You feel sunlight. The dry air hurts to breathe. The sun's rays, normally pleasantly warm, are exceptionally sharp and cruel today. Even worse, there's no wind. A windless, dry, scorching summer day. Ugh, I hate those ones. Not even a cloud in sight to offer a momentary reprieve from the lashing light. Your thin flip-flops offer little restraint to the burning sidewalk. You adjust your school backpack on your shoulder. Your shoulder is aching from the weight of your laptop and textbook. Oh, I'm having a flashback. But you did it. You finished all your work. Unfortunately, time for your internet service to go out at home. The heat storm knocked a lot of power out last night and your internet hadn't come back on in the morning. You have no other choice but to book it to the university library to do your homework and projects. I'm having a flashback. Your stomach grumbles angrily. Unlike at home, you can't eat at the university library. You walk straight through lunch to finish. Oh, you went straight through lunch to finish. Oh dear. But you did it. You finished all of your work. You deserve a treat. Step by step, you sluggishly make your way over to the bus stop. The bench has a roof over it, so you are blessed out of the sun once you step inside it. You jump your backpack onto the bench, not onto the beach, and plop onto the seat. The metal immediately pricks at the back of your bare thigh. Curse laundry day for forcing you to wear shorts instead of your beloved pants. It really was inconvenient. You pulled out your phone. You hear your sister text you earlier, but you didn't want to try to read the screen under the glaring sun. Opening up the message, you click your tongue in annoyance when you accidentally bump it to the top of today's message. Internet is still out. Oh no, when are your projects due? One on Monday, 2 on Wednesday, and the rest on Friday. I'll head to the school library. Do you want to work on them here? Oh, you sure? I don't want to get you in trouble. I really don't think that would be an issue. In fact, I'm so certain you'll be welcome here. Smiley. You should come. It's fine. Where would I even work? I think Dr. Sans has some extra desks. My sister. Oh my god, my sister. Hey? Isn't his area one of the most secure? I don't think he'll mind. I can't ask that. I can. Please, no. You keep scrolling down. Made it safe and sound. How long you think you'll be there? Maybe until 3. Okay, have fun. Tick. You scroll down to the last message then. Have you left the library yet? You reply back. Yeah, at the bus stop now. Keep safe in every way. You smile briefly and put away your phone. Ooh. The heap carol with the mental exhaustion of all the work you completed tempted you into closing your eyes. You let out a long, heavy sigh, and so began the wait for the bus. The unair-conditioned bus. Something refreshingly cool and wet spritzed against your face. Huh? Wait, you hear the faint whirl of a fan? You sprint and reopen your eyes. Dr. Sans is standing in front of you! The physicist, unlike you, is not dressed for the heat from his tennis shoes, his long pants, his blue turtleneck sweater, and his long lab coat. If you wore that, you'd be a puddle of sweat. His familiar looking elevates an immediate smile from you. Oh, let's be honest. His presence elevates an immediate smile from you anyway. Dr. Sands, you blurt out excitedly. Twinkle, he goes. You notice in his hand he holds a travel fan. It is a handheld battery-powered device that even misses when you tug on it. He must have used it on your face. Are you here for the bus? You ask loudly, your legs starting to bounce. A lot of citizens in the use the public transport system, while a lot of the buses lack AC. They're always on time, extremely cheap, and the wait is never long. University students have free bus passes, so you don't even have to pay for it. Is all the sound he makes as his eyelids move away from you. A baby blue hue appears under his eye sockets. Eee! Where's my water? Seriously. Oh my god. He holds out the fan. Here, I think you'll be a big fan of this. Oh my god, you're so sweet. You giggle at the pan and eagerly accept it. Thank you. Does the heat not bother you? One of the many benefits of being a skeleton. No skin to sweat and a natural talent for the trombone. He says with a wink. Again you giggle. His grin stretches further out. You notice the bus approach from behind. You reluctantly stand up and grab your backpack. Your stomach loudly grumbles for a second time. Sounds like we better get you some food, he says. We? You ask a hopeful note in your tone. Are you, done with work? Mm-hmm. He draws out very slowly, not meeting your gaze. Grillby's only a couple of stops away. Think you'll be able to hold it? If it means I get to eat with you, absolutely. His whole skull turns blue! Ah! So freaking cute! Huh? Oh my god, he totally is into you! Ah! I so want to see the other interactions. I shouldn't. I want to. Okay, I need to see it. I know. You're all gonna be like, Twinkle, why? I want to see, like, what you do if you're shy. Your face already burned from the heat, but now it feels supernova. Hi, he goes. You notice in his hand he holds a travel fan. It's a handheld battery-powered device that even misses when you tug on it. He must have used it on your face. Are you here for the bus? You ask, stumbling over your tongue. Why is he so cute? And why are you so... A lot of citizens use the public transport system. A lot of buses lack AC. They're always in time, blah, blah, blah. Be a big fan of this. Giggle, thank you. But you, members in the skeleton... Okay, with you together, I mean we'll eat together. He looks back over you, the white in his eyes so frightened. That's the plan. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. He blushes in the other one because you're like forward with it. And in this one, he literally, the whites in his eyes so brightened. I don't know which one. Which one is cuter? Oh, that's so... I don't know which one I like more. I don't know if I like the one where he's like plans to like stay. I mean, we'll eat together. That's the plan. I like we're keeping that one. What the biscuits? That's all you can think of as you stare at the bizarre new area. What the biscuits and cookies? This world is monotone and devoid of color except your soul. This is from the story. Everything became monotone. Remember in the story at the start from the bookmarker that we chose? This is the world. We really are stuck in a frickin' storybook / mirror / Wait, why is the witch coming after me? What did I do? Excuse you, lady? Why is your curse coming after us if we're not the people involved with your shit? Rude? Why are you going after my man? To make matters more unpleasant, there is a strange fluid to the world. If you focus on an area too long, it blurs and begins to shift and spiral. The dark ground is unstable beneath you, and an unsettling fear that perhaps, just perhaps, if you linger too long in the spot, it may give way. You need to move, but where? All the paths lead to somewhere. Go somewhere? Question. I can't go back, look. We're actually stuck in the monotone world here. But the thing is, there was another option. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I want to double check what the other option was. Since we're going to get stuck in the monotone world. Okay, so let's just have a look down here. What is his casual response to this one? Depends. You buying? Holds back. The white inside is brighten for you? Sure. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, so freaking adorable. I cannot even. Okay. I like the character. He blushes with this one because you're very forward. Oh my god. That means you're going to get different interactions. Is it based on if you're super shy or not? Alright. Ah! Eek! I cannot even. Okay, well, we chose this cutesy shy one. But then again, if you chose boldness, would you be more bold? I'm wondering. Okay, so now we're stuck back in the monotone world, so let's go somewhere. Okay, where am I going? You said the mint green before you. It's like comforts you. You can do this. You take 5 steps and the area changes around you. It's distorting. You look back and you see nothing. You may not backtrack. I freaking noticed. I seem to be freaking stuck. What am I stuck in? Freaking the labyrinth? Who's seen the labyrinth? You remember that scene towards the end of the labyrinth? If you haven't seen the labyrinth, go and check that one out with David Bowie. Well, in that, where like the weird labyrinth with the stairs that's upside down and then it can go upright and all that, where the girl is trying to like get the baby. Remember, don't ever say things, it's not fair, because then he'll definitely make it worse for you. Oh, it reminds me of that. My gosh. Or if you're inside the Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I'm going to save by here then. Alright, 1 second. I need to take one little small break to go do something quickly, and then I will return. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-no. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so first thing. Let's go down. You said the mint green before you. Its life comforts you. You can do this. You take 5 steps and the area changes around you. It's distorting. You look back and you see nothing. You may not backtrack. There is a statue ahead of you. It's in the shape of these shadow... Oh, one of those shadowy people, though this one has long ears like a rabbit. You wonder if it's like the village. This statue needs light, but you have no flashlight. You look at yourself. Oh, am I using my freaking soul? Fine. Offer the light to my soul. Please, take part of my soul. Just do not end up killing me because I do this. You push out your soul in a silent offering. The light absorbed into the statue. It shuddered and cracked. The lines along the stone raced down. Apparently the statue shatters and dozens of shadows surge forth. The shape of a rabbit monster forms in front of you. White eyes stare into you and you see a smile. It's gone along with the shadows. A piece of you has been permanently lost. Oh, well then, fair enough then. I leave a lasting impression on people. So down, down, and down we go. So sorting, no backtracking, down again then. Alright, you can do this. Still, you know what? We went down and we went down. Fine then, I'm going to go to the right. Righty-ho. Did we find anything? You see nothing. There's a statue ahead of you in the shape of Dr. Alphys. No! We need to save her. Offer her light. You push out your soul in a silent offering and the light absorbs into the statue. It shudders and cracks. The lines along the statue race down. Abruptly the statue shatters and Dr. Alphys collapses onto the floor. A piece of you has been permanently lost and your soul aches. My head. The doctor groans. She looks at me with a hazy gaze. Twinkle, what are you... Dr. Alphys, what do you remember? You ask her. You kneel down to check on her condition. The experiment. Mirror. Shadows. Dr. Alphys clutches at her head. Oh, you mean like, I don't know, like the piece of paper that literally freaking told you lot? Shadows came out of mirror. No, you don't recall that? No, I don't recall seeing that at all, I'm afraid. That went to a different department. Here. Her form begins to flicker. Dr. Alphys, it is a curse, Twinkle, says Dr. Alphys in a raspy voice as she fades out of view. A curse? No shit, I can freaking gather that. Curses were a type of old forbidden magic. They're not much available information about them, especially to a non-magical user like yourself. But you do know one thing, curses can be broken. Yes, they can, but am I going to go down with it? Alright, well, down we go. Oh, look at my soul. My wee soul. My soul is hurting. Hope I'm going to be fine. Where is Sans? Down. Hello? Has anybody seen Sans? Heavier. With each step, it gets harder to carry on. You about see nothing. Oh, I can only go to the right with this one. Half mint green. You've set the mint green before you and you feel heavy with each step. It's harder to carry on. Okay. Huh? There's a statue ahead of you. It has many monsters inside of it and you offer them your light. You push out your soul in a silent offering. My god, I'm slowly killing myself here. The light absorbs into the statue. It shudders and cracks and the lines along the stone race down. Apparently I keep saying the shadows shatter. It's the statue shatter. And dozens upon dozens of shadows rush out. They brush past you. Their caresses are as gentle as a feather. They disappear one by one and murmur to you in a language you do not understand. AKA, they're thanking me for saving them because they stupidly did it damn years ago. A piece of you has been permanently lost and your soul throbs painfully. Where is Sans in all this? My god. Right. Has anybody seen my skeleton? Sans, where are you? Hello? Look, I'm only doing this to find my skeleton. Where is he? Oh my goodness. Nothing's changed. You hit solid ground ahead of you. Where is Sans? Is Sans at the freaking bottom or something? Where is he? You step onto it, relieved to see that the path feels as firm as the village was. You fall into your surprise. The world distorts into a mockery of the village. Oh, lovely. This version has been drained of colour and many of the buildings have collapsed entirely. The lighthouse has sunk to the ground and now rests levelled with the village. You follow the stone path to the lighthouse. You are enough for this. I am. There is a spot to offer your light inside. You have no flashlight, you only have yourself. Oh well, I've been offering my soul to everybody, so let's just offer it to the lighthouse and screw over the witch. Off we go. You offer them the light of your soul. Throbs with a sharp pain, needles digging into it. As you watch your light drain away bit by bit, you feel your strength follow. With each color you lose, the world gains it. Oh boy. The brown chrome quilt around you brightens in vivid colour and then explodes forth like a kaleidoscope. Beautiful hues paint the sky and surroundings. Bursts of light like fireworks dot to the horizon, and you see spots of souls and a variety of traits come in and out of existence. They are out by vague familiar shapes of monsters and humans. They have no eyes, but you know they look to you. These beings swarm to you like butterflies drawn to a flower. They circle you, they wisp. Their wisp presence as soft as petals and as gentle as a lover's touch. They murmur and whisper things that you can't understand and yet you do. They're giving you their gratitude to you. The vivid world continues to reshape itself and the ground once solid gives away underneath you. But you find no fear in this. The souls you saved follow you. They will not abandon you. Aww. Hands, paws, tentacles, wings. These monsters and humans each offer a brief touch to slow your descent into this unstable world. As you fall, you hear his voice again. As you fall, you hear Dr. Sans' voice again. Well, how am I supposed to save him? My soul is, like, devoid of, like, colour altogether, right? I don't have, technically, a soul at the moment.
Rebellious spark now, Firefly. It's not safe here. Come here.
Okay, now, is the whatever is in control of this the curse created an entity, right? And the entity went forth in the world to unleash the witch's wrath, right? Is the entity in Sans and using him as a vessel? Or is Sans... Was Sans like the last one to get turned and that's the one that the entity is using? Or is the entity just mimicking Sans because he's the one that you've got romantic feelings for in this? Why is it Sans specifically? Also, how does he know exactly what Sans would call you? Does Sans call me Firefly? That's so cute. You fall through a misty barrier and land lightly on your feet. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, I'm going to go to the voice because what else am I going to do? I'm going to step to the voice.
Thanks, Firefly.
The souls you saved followed you as you walk on those black stone path of rest in the void. Oh no! Why am I in the void? No! Ah, dang it! At the far end of it is a doorway, and you cross the doorway. You and Sans are seated on the couch side by side. This didn't happen. You're Get off! I don't care what you're doing. Sod off. I ain't falling for your disillusion bullshit. No way. Give me back my actual skeleton. You're not my skeleton, are you? So if you're not my skeleton, sod off and give me back my one. I want Sans. Where's Sans? You can hear Mia making something in the kitchen. We can even see Mia. You rub at your eyes, strangely tired. There's cotton in your head. Was the movie that boring? Asked Sans. You haven't done this with him. What? Sans grins. It shrinks. You see a fuzzy edge to his eyelids as concern tints them. You seem out of it, Firefly. This isn't right. Are you giving me a pretty dream? That way I'll stop what I'm doing? Is that what you're doing? I don't want your dreams. I will make my dreams reality. Go away. Honestly, Twinkle, you hear Mia's groans from the kitchen. You were the one who was looking forward to this. Mia, shut up. You are currently missing, so shush until I actually physically see you. Dream Mia, be quiet. Don't you go reprimanding me for my non-choices I made because I had nothing to do with this. So shush, other Mia. Mia too. You try to focus, but you find your thoughts are slipping away easily. Sam places a hand on your knee. Maybe you should go lie down and rest. No. Why do you keep wanting me to sleep? Hello, we're in the world of nightmares and shadows. No, absolutely not. I will sleep back at home in my bed, okay? Not here. No. Not until I find my skeleton. You don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. You aren't him, you whisper. Sans tilts his head. Huh? What do you mean? You're not him, you say urgently. You aren't. I know him. You aren't him. Twinkle. No, you say and shut your eyes. You aren't him. What does it matter? Well, I'll let you know why it matters. Sans is Sans. You are whatever you are. I actually don't know exactly what you are. You reopen your eyes to see Sans. Shadows pouring over his eye sockets. Oh, God. His smile unnerves you as the world rots away. The couch crumbles to ashes and the wood falls, decays, and the ceiling cracks. What does it matter? It says again. I can make you happy here. What do you mean? First of all, you're nothing more than a freak. That is just flat out rude. Your happiness is just an illusion. No. The point here is you're not him and you can't replace him. How dare you? I can, though. No, you bloody can't. Get off your high horse. It says, I can be whoever. His memories will be mine soon enough. Stay here. Stay put. Rest in this world and know the sweetest of dreams. What dreams? This is supposed to be the mirror of nightmares. Sod off. Memories or not, you can't replace him, and there's only one version of him, and that's the one you love. Well, yeah, exactly. Screw you. Love, it mocks. He doesn't love you. Why go out of your way for him? That proves you don't freaking know him. He was blushing, he was, flirting. He literally told my sister off for even attempting to suggest putting me on a blind date. I tell you, and he also made sure that I stayed cool. How dare you? Shut up, you cretin! Why go out of your way for any of those ungrateful cretins? None of them are worth saving. Oh, is this the witch? The fact that the thing is saying ungrateful cretins, I don't think it can tell them apart from, like, the ones from the past. Do you think because it's so blinded by wrath and rage and, like, the resentment that it felt in that moment, because it was created with resentment in mind from the witch, that possibly she's not even aware that it's going after everyone, because, like, it's not, like, biased or anything, it just goes for anything. Everyone is worth saving. None of them are worth saving. Everyone is worth saving. I know the witch got wronged in the story. I get that. I understand why she was resentful, because if the villagers hadn't, like, given her up, or her family, then they would probably still be alive. Everyone is worth saving. Everyone. It laughs as the world collapses. You are now somewhere new again. Oh, for frickin' biscuits, where are we? You stand in the world of broken glass and shattered crystals. It is completely dark aside from the light reflecting in the broken mirrors. You look up and you see the vivid world you saved momentarily. Previously, it hovers its own beautiful bubble of colour. You turn your head and you see the village in the distance, its own world encased in a separate bubble. It's filled with life and light. The souls you saved hover in this world. You can barely make them out, but you can see them in the distance. They cannot reach you. And they are with you. They will always be with you. Yeah, because it doesn't matter, like, if you can't see people or if people aren't around you. When they touch, like, they leave a touch on your soul. That love, that feeling of gratitude is always with them. Time doesn't make the heart forget. Time makes the heart grow fonder. If that makes sense. But with your nearly empty soul, you begin to walk across the crystal path. This area that you are now gives you a good void of the world you've fallen into. This must be a separate space, one creator of a curse. It is not somewhere in this world, but a new world entirely. Normally this means you only need to find the doorway back. But since this is a curse, you have an option. I do. But this vanity point, you can see everything. You can even find the door and with it potentially open it up for you to leave. Or you can break the curse and send everyone back to your world. I guess we're gonna save the world. Well, save all the dumbasses that came into the mirror and hopefully free my goddamn skeleton. Because, I still don't know where my skeleton is. Is the freaking entity possessing my one? Can you, like, get the freaking out of him? Can you just give me back my skeleton? The entity has been mimicking his voice. Must be behind the curse. Yes, he was mimicking it. Your sneakers crunch into the broken glass as you keep on walking. It does not take you long to reach the opposite end of this area and look down into the void, and you see another world. Jump, you see him. Jump down. Why is he down there? Why do you have Sans? What is it about Sans that made you take... Oh, it's because I went in the mirror net. God damn it! Stop trying to take my skeleton. He's mine. God, I'm sounding a bit like a yandere here. Give me back my skeleton. He's mine. Oh my gosh, are we at the end yet? I don't like this. This is getting spoopy. You jump into the void and you fall lightly, gracefully onto the tiny bubbled land where the entity has kept him. You reach out to touch a hand to Dr. Sans. Is he alive? The short skeleton monster is dressed as normal. He stands upright with his eyes closed as if asleep, and you carefully cup his cheek. He, like the shadows, has been drained of color. Oh no! You only have a small portion left of yourself to give. If you give it to him, that's your end. How could you freely give it to strangers, but not to the one you love? It's done without a thought. You offer the last bit of your life to him. Yeah, because it's right to help others. That's what makes you different to everybody else, is the kindness in your heart. As the colour returns to the sand, it leaves you, and your fingers grow transparent and your limbs weaken. With a bit of your beautiful, lovely mint green soul, you see the lights return to his eye sockets just as you lose the last bit of your strength. You have sacrificed everything. You are a fool, says the entity. You have no body. You have no soul. Your existence is fleeting and barely tangible in the darkness, and you hear the entity's voice growl around you. You give too much for those who are not worthy. Why does it matter to you? The voice moves around you. It echoes and bounces in the darkness in a loud gurgle. But it takes a long moment. I acknowledge your worth and I offer you a deal, Twinkle. You know my name. Okay, what is your deal? It shifts in the darkness. I will restore your soul and return this world back to the way it needs to be. I will allow you and the scientists to return. Yeah, but that means that everybody else is still stuck here. Sure, I get to go back with the scientists, but what about everybody else that was in here? I think they're long overdue for freedom. This is to honor your integrity, your kindness. You have a rare soul, worthy to leave. In exchange, you must agree to undo what you've done here. The thing you restored must return to their rightful state. Their rightful state was way before the curse, when everybody was fine. The only person in the wrong that should have technically suffered was the Lord for what he did. It should have never escalated that way. I understand people were frightened, that's why they gave them up, but things should have never gone that far. Instead of giving up the witch and the family, they all should have stood together. But it literally... Yeah, I understand why she went for the villagers. I get it. I understand she felt betrayed. She literally lost her family and there was nothing she could do. She lost the monster that she loved. And condemned them all. But literally, this freaking curse, if it doesn't go away and we just leave it as it is, anybody that comes near this wretched mirror is going to get dragged in and it's just going to keep doing this freaking cycle. It's not going to end with us. It needs to end with us, but it won't end with us if we just give up. Why? Why does it have to be that way? Why? Asks, why? It shifts. Why? Well, do you know why? It pauses. It is what I was created for. I was born as the dying wish of a witch who watched her family be slaughtered by those very creatures you seek to save. Oh. Her love meant nothing to them, and so she cursed them with her dying breath. Oh. I was right, it was to do with the storybook. Mia! Thank you, Mia. Okay, so, what happens if I break the curse, by the way? I will cease to be. Oh, what? I don't want you to die. Weird as that sounds, I know you're all going to be like, Twinkle, why not? This thing has been horrible. I know, but at the same time, he's only wanted me to sleep pretty much. It's not like he's actually, physically attacked me in this playthrough. He probably has, in, the bad endings. Why am I assuming this thing has a gender? It's an entity, right? Does it have a gender? Am I just jumping to conclusion and assuming it's a male? The entity needs a name. Okay, guys, down in the script, down in, the comments below, people come up with a name for him. He needs... Oh, God. I did it again. I assumed it's gender. Because it controls sounds, that's why I'm saying it's a he. So, guys, come up with a gender-neutral name for this thing. Or, literally, if you're going to give this thing a gender with a name, just tell me if you think it's a boy or a girl and then give me a name for it. And that's what we will call this entity when we tackle Gaster's round, okay? That's our job, okay, guys? We will give the entity a name. And literally, I'm going to make a sprite for the entity. We're actually going to give the entity its very own sprite. And I will put the name of the actual entity that you guys choose. I remember that if you guys like a certain name, definitely go and click like on it. I'll perhaps whoever comes up with names and stuff will make a poll if we get lots of different suggestions. But yeah, I will also put up a poll. Who is the biggest dumbass, Mia or Lawrence? Who is worse? Anyway, oh no, is there no other way? I don't want you to go poof. The entity laughs in a cold, crackly voice. Why? Because, dumbass, everyone is worth saving, even you. You said that before. You mean it. I'm aware you are here, are you not? A part of you always knew I was not your lover, but you came to me anyways. You saw me out again and again. You want to save everyone. Not everyone is worthy of that. You disagree. I am aware. You have no body to feel in the darkness, but oddly enough you feel a gentle touch across your being. They are not worthy of you, the entity says. Their worth is not up for debate. I'm sorry. Oh, he's so gentle with me. Why do I feel for it? Hasn't enough time passed? Haven't they suffered enough? What more could an already dead soul demand? The entity cannot answer your questions. You may return to your world with the ones you love, says the entity instead. Is that not enough? No. Not unless everyone is saved. Oh. Even the entity. Oh my god, I'm actually caring for the entity. What just happened? Why did I suddenly get attached to the moment I said first come up with a name? I'm like, oh, I want to keep it. Gosh darn it, I'm pretty sure that's not what was supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to hate the entity. God damn it all. That petals. I don't know what happened, but I'm attached to it now. It's gonna die, isn't it? And I'm gonna be sad. For every curse, there is a cure. You may not be the one who has it, but maybe, just maybe your sacrifice will help the next person find it. That's all you can hope for at this point. You hope the entity along with everyone is saved. And the entity falls silent. For every curse, there is a cure, it queries quietly. The witch laid it plainly out. If her love was not enough, then perhaps the love of another would be. You have shown that love. Oh no! The entity shifts in the darkness around you. I will release everyone, it says. But what about the entity? It stays quiet. You would still die? You cannot live in your world without your soul. If that is what it takes. A soul, like yours, says the entity, is one that the world sorely needs. There's an explosion of color. Is this so... okay. What happened? Power surges through you. Pleasantly and tingly, your heart fills you from the inside out, and you can feel the entity's presence all around you as he weaves all magic. Colors dot your vision as feeling returns to your limbs. Wait, he's restoring me. You take in a gaspy breath of air and you watch as magic stitches your soul back together. Good lord, are you freaking underswap Gaster in disguise? Shadows lace your soul with a delicate touch. With every stitch made, you feel yourself renewed as the entity weakens. It would go this far? You have already gone farther, it says. The curse born is plain to follow. They would not sacrifice anything to protect love, and you would sacrifice everything to protect yours. Oh, the entity is dying. I'm upset now. His voice grows weaker. Oh, every curse has a cure, and you are mine. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I feel sad. Oh no, I'm crying. You made whole again. Oh no. Your body sags forward into the arms that you know. You look down to see Dr. Sans Gaster. Sans!
When I get my hands on that mage, they're gonna have a real bad time.
Sans grumbles slowly as he studies you. Dr. Sans Gaster keeps both of his hands on your waist. His familiar eye twilights. Yes, that's definitely him. Oh, brighter than starlight. His eye is immediately placed with concern. Hey, you okay? You look down to your chest and see that your soul has been restored. I'm good, you say. Dr. Sands' grin stretches. I'll say you saved me, didn't you? It's fuzzy, but that was you, wasn't it? You smile at him. You're a real special woman, he says. His voice cracking. The blue hue you've seen covers his face so often returns full force. I know this may not be the time or place, but off chance we get stuck into another curse, Let's see. Sans clears his throat. He grips on your waist, tightens. I think you're something special, he says. The kind of special a monster only meets once in a lifetime. I know you're still in school, but if you're at all interested... Kiss Sans! Yes! You kiss him. You grip both sides of his skull. Music sawed off, you're too loud for me. You grip both sides of his skull and you yank him up the same instant you bend down. Sans' arms move to wrap around you and the two of you press your mouths together against one another. He's hard and warm and tastes exactly like Grillby's somehow. It's everything you dreamed of and so much more. No, it's better than you dreamed, because this is reality. You hold each other close as the curse crumbles around you. As you fall, you hear the voices murmur sweet things to you. You feel the soul surge around you as you and Sans free fall into a gorgeous world of colour. They're fond of you, remarks Sans as the souls dance around the two of you. I don't have competition, do I? You kiss him again. That's good, he says. His entire skull a bright blue. I get jealous easily. The light in the world brightens to a painful point, and then you're forced to look away. When the light recedes, your journey has come to an end. You, Sans, and everyone else has returned to the lab. Where is Mia? Also, wait, the entity's gone. The two of you continue to hold each other as you marvel upon your return. The mirror in the center of the room shines a brilliant white. Hundreds of souls rush out of it. Their joyous laughter echoes around the room, and they shoot through the walls and fade from view like holograms. Their existence beautiful and brief like fireworks. Gasps of awe and surprise surround you. Mia moves to stand beside you. Twinkle, where are you doing here? Well, Mia, if you want to know, some dumbass in the family ended up going missing. Mia having to literally go and be the adult again. Mia, what is wrong with you? Also, I'm glad to see you're alive, Mia. I would have been absolutely devastated if I lost you as well. Saving the day, says Sans. What? You stare at the illuminated mirror. Something like that. Every curse has a cure, and you are mine. When all the souls have left the mirror, it disappears in a quiet pop of light, and the room fell silent as everyone processes what happened. So, does this mean we get hazard pay now? Asked Dr. Toby. Oh, Toby. Seems fair enough, dryly remarks Dr. Sans. Dr. Wings' face becomes pinched. He sighs. We'll seek full reimbursement from the Delta and that kingdom appropriately. Don't be shy about expenses in this out. I think I'm going to need the single most expensive therapist available, Dr. Bratty mutters. Sign me up, Catty groans. What a trip! That was not the experiment I was expected to run. Dr. Alphysad shooks to you. Thank you for the rescue. That's right, says Bratty. I remember seeing you there. You saved everyone. Dr. Gaster nods curtly to you. Thank you. Great job, human, Papyrus says loudly. He moves to clap you on the back. He hits you hard enough you stumble. Even I, the great Papyrus, was in something of a pickle. Follow-up question, says Mia. Do we get vacation after this? All eyes immediately go to Dr. Wingerdings. He sighs. Yes, take one. Sans clears his throat. 2? He shakes his head. Take 1 month. We'll charge the kingdom as part of the reimbursement. The group cheers! Yay! The scientists begin to converge around you and profusely thank you. Sans and Mia stay close, and Sans politely removes his hand from your waist, choosing instead to loosely hold your hand. No, you can hold my waist. That was something freaking underswap Gaster was doing. I'm not against it. Please keep holding me. Mia notices this and gives you a look that can only be described as a smug cat who just learned where the catnip is. Oh no. You were clapped on the back. Ah! have your free hand shaken several times, offered multiple job positions when you graduate, and invited to over a dozen family dinners and barbecues. Dr. Wingersting's even tells you to pick out your favorite and most expensive, preferable place to eat, and he'll gladly pay for it. Or Sans will on my behalf, he signs, while giving Sans a look that is very similar to the one Mia gave you. You should come over for family puzzle night, Papyrus eagerly invites you. Okay, you agree happily, and Sans squeezes your hand. You look down at him, and you give him a smile. His white eyelids brighten, and his grins up at you. Thanks, he says, for not giving up. Never. Happy ending. A happily ever after with Dr. Sans Gaster. I'm so freaking sad, though. Yes, we saved everyone, but we didn't save the entity. I know he said in a sense we did save it, but I still am sad because it had to literally give up itself because it finally understood as well love through you. It got to see firsthand what love can do. I get it's like a bittersweet. Yes, you got your happy ending with Sans, but also the witch's curse. This entity, dang it. I didn't hate the entity. Surprisingly, I don't think there was any character in this one that I actually didn't like, which is surprising for me. Like, I didn't have, like, much of an opinion of certain characters. Like, Mia, I didn't get too attached to Mia, to be fair to Mia, because I didn't get to see much of Mia. I just knew my sister was missing. I got attached to Sans. I got attached to the entity. Alright then, guys. This leaves Dr. Wingerding's Gaster's right next to go down. But again, let me know down in the comments what you want to call the entity. We need to give this thing a name. And then afterwards, we are going to go and get all the bad endings and the neutral ending. We still gotta wait for an update for Papyrus's route and the non-romance route. Alright, okay. Well, I'm gonna go now and edit all this up. And I'll see you guys with future Twinkle at the end. And there we are. That, of course, was Sans' romance route. And my goodness, I got a kiss of Skelly. And I didn't give you a warning because it came unexpected. I don't think I need to warn you about that. Ha ha! Anyway, if you guys want to see now Wingerding's Gaster's route, 10 likes on the video. As soon as the goal is hit, the next episode will go up. But if we don't hit that goal, then that's it. Alright. So, yeah, weirdly, I also really like the entity in this one. Now, this one's going to be very different compared to, like, how I tackle, like, the underfell series and the mafiafell one, where I just focus on, like, the scenes where the characters pop up. Because in this one, I'm actually going to do it as a full playthrough for each one. So, the same thing, you're going to see from start to finish Gaster's route as well. Alright? Just for people to be aware that's how it's going to go. Because there's a lot of stuff in between and there's different steps that need to be taken. Right. Again, hit that goal and then you'll get to see Wingerding's Gaster's route. And we don't have a Papyrus's route in the game yet, so when that one does become available, we will go after him. But he's technically next. And then if by then we still don't have a Papyrus's route, we're going to then go for the bad endings, plus the neutral will be thrown in, depending how long it is. Alright, well then, I'm going to now go and get this up. Hit that goal, and then we'll get rolling. Alright then. Bye for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. And remember, give me names down in the comments section for the entity. Thank you.